In this question, we have to identify the pattern of the pyramid and then we have to complete it. Now let's try to find out the pattern of it. When we add 1555 and 1704, then we get 3259. And now let's try to find out the pattern here. When we add 56 and 65, then we get 121. It means that when we add or we sum these two numbers, then the sum of these two numbers is given in the box which is just above it. This is the pattern, and with the help of this pattern we have to complete it. Now let's start. It means that the sum of this box and 849 should be equal to 1555. It means that when we subtract 849 from 1555, then we will get the number, and that number will come in this box. Now let's do it. When we subtract then we will get 706. Similarly, here when we subtract 849 from 1704, then we get 855. Now, when we add these two boxes, then it should be equal to 855. It means that when we subtract 405 from 855, then we get 450. And similarly, here these two numbers should be, the sum of these two numbers should be equal to 849. How we get 849? When we subtract 450 from 849, then we get the number, and that number will come in this box. And when we subtract 450 from 849, then we get 399. Now let's do from the bottom of it. We know that when we add 56 and 65, then we get 121. It means that the sum of 121 and this box should be equal to 228. When we subtract 121 from 228, then we get 107. And here the sum of this box, these two boxes should be equal to 405. When we subtract 228 from 405, then we get 177. The sum of these two boxes should be equal to 177. It means that when we subtract 107 from 177, then we get 70. Now, the sum of these two boxes should be equal to 70. When we subtract 42 from 70, then we get 28. Now let's move this side. The sum of these two boxes should be equal to 450. How we get the value of this box? We have to subtract 228 from 450. Then we get 222. Now let's move this side. The sum of these two boxes should be equal to 399. And when we subtract 222 from 399, then we get 177. The sum of these two boxes should be equal to 307. Now when we subtract 177 from 307, then we get 130. Now here, the sum of these two boxes should be equal to 222. When we subtract 121 from 222, then we get 101. Now, when we add these two, the value of these two boxes, then we get 130. How we get the value of this box? We have to subtract 76 from 130, then we get the value of this box, and we get 54. Now these two boxes are left. It means that when we add this empty box and 56, then it should be equal to 101. How we get the value of this box? We have to subtract 56 from 101, then we get 45. The last box is there left. How we get the value of this box? We have to subtract 45 from 76, then we get the value of this box, and what we get, that is 31. Hope you understood it. Thank you.